Hey everyone, Revan here, and welcome back to AstroBlock 2, where today we're continuing on and hopefully finishing up our first rocket. So sit back, enjoy the video, and let's see what we can't get done. Alright, I'm just up here on top of our little station that's not quite so little anymore. I heard a loud crash, so I came out here to investigate, and it looks like a fallen meteor has struck our base. So not a big whoopee. It gives us some raw meteoric iron, but I feel like I've kind of been spoiled with that stuff since I found several of these smaller asteroids just filled with the block. So, you know, finding one of those little meteors is not quite as fulfilling as it used to be. I remember when I played the first pack, like there's another one right down there. When I played the first pack, you literally would have to go out and try to find these guys because the raw meteoric iron asteroids seem to be a lot rarer. But that just might have been me and, you know, RNG not getting along with me. Turn our stuff and things and stuff. And what's the word I'm thinking of? FOV. There we go. Turn it back to normal. I had to get a screenshot. So, but yeah, we've been expanding here a little bit, not too much. I did manage to seal this room as well, which was a huge pain to do. Be the first one to say that. I think the issue that I had was, although this looks sealed right here, if this guy right here was one of those slant pieces, it doesn't count as a seal. And that's what I was running into downstairs. I also expanded our little leaf room here, which you really can't see because, well, leaves. And I did put another oxygen collector. I put 2 more oxygen collectors in there. So we are fully sealed up in here, and that way I'm not wasting oxygen as I'm in here. But the mission for today is to hopefully finish up our tier 3 rocket and see if it can't take us to the overworld. So let's see, where did we leave off last episode? We made the durable rocket vanes. We made 2 of those, and then in between episodes I did make an extra durable rocket body. Now there are quite a few other things that we need to make here, so I'm hoping we have enough materials. I tried making a few extra plates and stuff like that in between episodes because it, you know, takes time for everything to run through. The first thing we need is the nose cone. Then we need 2 of these heavy boosters. And then we need 1 of these rocket engines. And I did notice that we need 4 of the heavy boosters for the rocket engine. So we actually going to need 6 of these rocket boosters here. So we could take this off. And I just took something I didn't want to take off. All right, so first things first, nose cone. What are we going to need here? We need 2 of these oxygen vents. We're going to need future glass, which is going to be glass and a steel pole. We can make that. Future glass just sounds cool. I'm sorry. It does. We're going to need some more of these oxygen fins. 2 of them, I think. And a buggy seat. Gotta be flying in style there. We're gonna need a couple of these sealable aluminums. 2. I think it was 2, right? Yeah. I would want to make sure one was not fluid and the other one. And tier 3, or a lander tier 3. So we're gonna sacrifice our buggy seat here. And we need another steel pole. There we go. We got our lander. And let's see, these guys, flint and steel. I have a feeling we're gonna have to make a few of these. Couple buttons. Just make a couple extra. Odd numbers are bad. And will that get us both of our tier 1 rocket engines? Yes, it will. And then heavy oxygen tank. We should have the medium heavy. There we go. All right, so this has to be made in the workbench. So actually, I think we need to grab the schematic first. Nose cone. There we go. I wish there was a way that we could just like there was a tab here for adding schematics, so we didn't have to click through, because in the beginning it's not bad, but once you get a butt ton of schematics, you know, trying to scroll through everything just to get to the last one gets a bit tedious. All right, so body, nose cone, and we're gonna need tier 3 plates. All right, so let's see where these let us put them. All right, pretty sure you were we're gonna need one more oxygen vent, and there was one piece I missed, the display screen. We're gonna be running out of wafers here pretty soon. All right, ring of plates, oxygen vents, our display screen, our future glass. Then was it these two guys? You were down here. I think you were right there. Then the lander. The buggy seat goes in the middle, and then these two sealable aluminums, and we have a durable nose cone. Nice. All right, so we can take that off our list, and then we might as well make the boosters first, since we're gonna need a bunch of those. We're gonna need 6 of these guys total. So what do we need? We got 42 of these heavy duty plates. Oh, and then we're gonna need a bunch of filled fuel canisters and heavy rocket engines. So we're gonna have to make a bunch more of you, and we're out of flint. All right, so we have our 6 rockets. Now we need some fluid pipes. We have 6 fluid pipes, and what did I say? 42. We have 42 plates, and the last thing we need is fuel canisters. We're missing 2. So do we have any more of the sapphire? We have 12 more. Not sure how much that's going to get us. Well, I shouldn't say it's 4 more, but and you're partial and you're partial. There we go. We have 6 of the filled fuel canisters. Wow, tongue twister. All right, so this is in the NASA workbench as well. All right, so this will only let me put it in one at a time here. One, and magic of editing, 6. Man, that was easy. All right, so let's just drop 2 of these off over here. 1, 2, because we need those for the actual rocket itself. And we can take the heavy booster off. So now we just need the durable rocket engine, which is going to be, we need heavy plates, more of the fluid pipes, and another heavy rocket engine, which means we're going to have to collect the rest of this lunar sapphire. I've been just letting this guy run. So you can find moon rock in the space stations that kind of out and about. The walls are usually made up of moon rock. So I'll go out and I'll find one, I'll tear it down, and I'll just toss it in there, and it makes them nice and slowly. Uno, dos, there we go. All right, so I think that's everything that we need for this. We have our plates, we have our pipes, we have our filled fuel canisters, we have our rocket, and we have our boosters here. So we just need to grab the actual schematic. Let's see, where was it? Durable rocket engine, I believe. Yes. Toss you in, unlock you, and hopefully this lets us make it. All right, so toss our plates in. These you can just kind of hold and move over, and they'll go to the spots that they're supposed to be. And these guys were like this. And I believe it was 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have our booster down here and our filled fuel canisters right here. We now have our durable rocket engine. Now, just to make sure that that completed, yep, we have everything that we need. We got a little bit more cash that we can go turn in real quick. There we go. And the next quest is going to be rocket assembly. So we need the rocket assembly, which I thought we already made. Your assembly machine. Okay, so we need to make a rocket assembler. Or rocket assembly. For that, we're going to need a circuit fabricator, electric compressor, a based machine frame, and an assembly machine. And a NASA workbench. So we might have to go out and pick up another NASA workbench. But let's see about these guys. We need an anvil. Oh, we need an auto anvil. Interesting. Auto anvil. And a couple more aluminum wires here. We have our electric compressor. Base machine frame should just need a block of obsidian. Circuit fabricator is a little bit more of a pain since you have to make all these like little things here. Lever. Furnace. And is that everything? Yep. All right, we have our circuit fabricators. And then we need another circuit fabricator and another compressor. All right, we have our assembly machine. And we need to get our other circuit fabricator out because it ate the one that we have in our inventory. Oh, it's actually right here. So then we need some heavy aluminum wires. Do we have string? I think we need to go grab our string from in this room. There we go. I'm trying to keep a standby of string just in case. 2 of the heavy wires and give us our, what are we missing? Oh yeah, NSA workbench. All right, I'm gonna go out and grab one of those and I'll be right back. All right, we are on top of one of these little moon rock buildings I was talking about before. So we can just kind of vein mine this until our pick breaks. But first, make sure we pick you up. And does this actually work faster? All right, we just got a couple of them here. All right, toss our moon rock up in here before we forget about it. And we can come over here and toss you in there and you right there. And we now have our rocket assembly. Wrench you around. Turn you on, and then we should just be able to collect all of our parts here. And is this going to recognize it? Can I just shift click? All right, so I can shift click these guys inside. Now, I don't want to put chests on here just because of the fact that I'm not 100% sure if the quest will count. So I'm just going to kind of let it run without chests. And previously in AstroBlock 1, to be honest, I never really used the chests. By the time you get to the point where you're exploring planets and stuff like that, you usually have things like backpacks and ender chests, stuff like that. So it's I never really found the need to store stuff in my rocket. All right, we have our tier 3 rocket. All right, yeah, and the quest completed. Let's see here. Next thing is it wants us to make a telescope, probably so we can find where we're going. But I'm not seeing an overworld, so I'm not sure if we're supposed to go to the overworld in this pack. Yeah, not 100% sure about that. And where do we get these research? Oh, these are just check marks. All right, so let's see about building our telescope here. We need 2 blocks of diamonds. Oh boy. There goes all the diamonds I've been collecting. All right, here's our telescope. And we had a battery around here, right? Yeah. We'll just set this guy up here for now. Derp. Toss in a battery. And select you. All right, well, we need to go make another telescope. So selecting the quest actually ate the telescope, so time to go waste another 18 diamonds. All right, there's one thing that I want to try real quick as far as batteries. We have this quantum battery, which says, I think that says it holds a whole heck of a lot of power. And if I can make something that cheap, I'm going to try it out. I don't know if it's going to fill and power the telescope, but we're going to give it a shot here. All right, so I'm gonna kind of let that do its thing for a little bit. And let's see, we can get the research paper for Mercury and for Ceres. And then, yeah, it looks like we need to go to Mercury and we can collect iron. And Ceres, we're going to collect iron ore. So it doesn't look like we have, at least right now, it's not showing us an overworld. All right, so first thing, we're going to toss in, let's say, Mercury first. Missing power, so let's add this in there and see if this... Ooh. All right, so this battery will not work in here, and this battery was not enough to power it, but we did discover Mercury. So let's try to run this battery through one more time, or we can do the cheatsy thing and just grab this atomic battery. I don't know if these are going to come when the pack is released, to be completely honest. They seem a little bit cheatsy doodle, but let's see. All right, so it is producing power, but it's very, very slow. So I'm going to let this run its course and then bring you guys right back. All right, but before we go to set off on our journey into the great unknown, I do want to make a transporter so that I have a way to get back here. That way I don't have to worry about setting up launch pads on other planets and stuff like that. So transporter, there was, nope, that's tech guns. Thermal one I think we can make with the hammer. Yeah, we need 2 of these guys, one of these redstone doohickeys, and I think that was about it. Yep. So we have our basic transporter. Then let's see, hardened should just be 2 of the Invar, and some more of our ender pearls. We're going to run out of those. And then 2 of these electrum plates. So what are we missing? Hardened glass. That is, all right, looks like we're going to have to stop at the hardened transporter and hope that can get us back. This one says cannot teleport between dimensions. Okay, well, we do have a /home, so we can always utilize that. We just won't be able to get back to the planet until we actually get that. So we'll just keep that in there for now and toss you guys in. So next thing we need to do is set our rocket up and then start fueling it so that we can actually go on a bit of a journey. Let's see here. It's a little bit bigger than the first tier one. All right. Grab a little screenshot there. All right. So this guy, we need to power. All right. So it's got power. It just needs to get some fuel, which we should just be able to grab from inside here. Do we have our trusty dusty wrench anywhere on us? Yes, we do. Hopefully we have enough to fuel this guy up. And I'm not sure what, I think that's just regular naphtha in there. So can we just set you here? Nope. Looks like we're going to have to actually put that inside. Yeah. So that will fill up our rocket, and we can set this back up over in here. You done? And we'll just toss that one on there for now. And this one we'll keep in our backpack, because when we get to the planet, we're actually going to have to empty out the fuel from our rocket so that we can recycle it when we get back here. Anything else that it wants us to do before we go there? What do we get? We get a coin here. Spacesuit. What does this guy do? Does this protect from stabilize atmospheric pressure and add protection from solar radiation? So once we get to these planets, I have a feeling we're going to start taking radiation damage, so making these guys might not necessarily be a horrible idea here. So we're gonna need glass, oxygen, heavy duty chest plate. We can make that guy real quick. Do we need that for the helmet? No. Make our oxygen concentrator. So we're just pretty much gonna need dash. Is that gonna be the same? Yeah, dash for all of them. And this compressed SDHC, if I'm saying that correct. Yeah. We only have 3 of the alloy, so that's not a good start. So we need bronze, coal, and aluminum. Except they need to go into the assembler. All right, so I think all we need is 12 of this compressed SDHC here. So we're going to start off with the helmet and make our way through here. And it doesn't actually remember the recipe, so that's a bummer. We need a piece of stained glass. I wish you could shift click the recipes into this, because having to remember them, especially with my mind, is not the best thing in the world. And why is this not progressing? Does it need to be orange stained glass? All right, well, I guess we got to make some orange dye here real quick. Luckily, we have the flowers inside a lot of the ice asteroids. All right, 8th time is the charm. There we go. We have our orange stained glass. Please work this time. Yep, that'll do it. Grab our chest piece. Set up our leggings. Finally, the bootsies, which is just going to be 3 of this alloy, 4 of the dash, and 2 nickel down below. And this should finish up. There we go. Now these guys do have modules, so the mod is Galaxy Space. So let's see about that, because obviously I can't wear. Oh, that guy moving me scared me. I can't wear my jetpack if I have the chest piece on, so yeah, that could be an issue. Modules, what do we got? We have expander, stabilization, speed, and energy. I don't see anything for flight, but we can install stuff in a modification table. We just need to make one of these modern wafers real quick though. So diamond, 2 of the lunar sapphires, a piece of redstone, and advanced wafer. Should spit us out our last piece that we need for this. Here we go. I got our modern wafer and our, what am I missing? Cobalt. And we can't get cobalt yet, so we can't actually modify this guy. But not too worried about it, mainly because of the fact that the jetpack, once we actually get on Earth, is not really gonna, or not Earth, but whatever planet we go to, is not gonna be the best thing in the world. So I'm just going to, can I charge you guys in here? Just charge you guys up, and then I'll bring you guys right back. All right, I think we have everything that we need. We have our spacesuit all set up for us, so we can just turn this on. And like I said, I don't know if radiation is turned on, because if I remember correctly, back in the first pack, I seem to be referring to the first pack a lot, but normally, you know, sequels have a lot of the same elements as the first ones did. In the first one, in this station, you actually did take a little bit of radiation, which is why you had to use the cryo bed up there. So I don't know if there's going to be any radiation when we get to Mercury here. So let's come over here, just make sure we have everything that we need. We have our home set, and I think if we just pop in here, I think if we push, oh, F is inventory this time, so we're full on fuel, and it should just be a matter of, oh my gosh, you can't see me, I'm facing the wrong way. Hitting the space bar and launching us to go. So let's start the countdown. However, we don't have a parachute, so we don't want to launch off yet. How do we make a parachute? We need canvas, All right. Let's go make that so we don't die in a fiery death as we crash land into a planet, because I swear I haven't done that before. So we just need 3 canvas and a couple string, and we have our parachute. I think this goes... Yeah, this goes on us right there. So now, hopefully, no more incidents. And like normal, we're in our galaxy view right now. If you've never seen this before, when you launch into a rocket, it takes you into whatever solar system or how far, whatever tier of rocket you can actually travel to. Like, as you can see, there's more stuff out here, but our rocket can't travel that, so it's not an option for us. But we have Mercury, Ceres, and the asteroids, which is where we started from. So I say we go to Mercury and see where that takes us. Ooh, and we're in a nice little ball. I think if we hold space, we slow down. Why am I taking damage? Oh, invalid thermal protection. Home. All right, so that was a failure. We did get our rocket, and we did get the launch pad. We lost the fuel, but yeah, apparently we need better thermal padding. And right now we're on, I think, the basic. So we need to get to the tier 2, which is going to be this isothermal fabric. So we need thermal cloth and desh. So we're gonna need a bunch of wool and redstone, which I don't think we have enough string for. Oh, but we can make string with leaves. Sweet. So let's just make up a stack of wool. And let's see how far this takes us. I think we should need 24 of these guys. And that's not gonna be enough. All right, hopefully this will do it. Grab our helmet. Our leggings and our feetsies, and there we go. So now we come over here, we can replace this thermal padding with these guys, and hopefully that will be satisfactory to get us to where we got to go. Okay, guys, let's try this one more time. All right, and we're running into the same issue where we don't have the thermal padding to be here. So I'm not 100% sure what is going on with that. But let's take our fuel, grab this, and I guess go back home and try to figure things out. All right, so since we can't seem to go to Mercury yet, I'm going to try the planet that's a little bit further away from the sun, and hopefully that I don't burn a horrible demise like I did over on Mercury. So but this one, we are in the lander and we need to slow down, and we're not getting any types of thermal radiation warning, so this is a good sign. So maybe what I need to find for the next tier thermal padding, I'll find on this planet, and then I can make my way over to Mercury. But yeah. And there are lots of baddies. A very friendly planet so far, I'd say. All right, grab our fuel, our rocket, toss that in our backpack, and we're good to go. All right, but it doesn't look like I can actually stand anywhere safe here. But I think we're going to call it an episode there, guys. We did make it to technically Mercury and Ceres. However, Mercury is not the most hospitable place in the world. So next episode, we are going to explore this planet a little bit, look for the dungeon, see if the boss has changed at all. But as always, if you enjoyed the episode, please remember to hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We are super close to 100, and it is making me very excited. So as always, Be safe, stay awesome, and we'll see you guys next time.